Hello and welcome to my random commentary number 2 with me, One Exploits, and you, whoever you may be. And this footage is from Team Fortress 2 again. This is a continuation of my random commentary 01, so this is the second one. But the only similarity will be the footage, because this is the second part of that 1 hour play session from Team Fortress 2. And in my future random commentaries I'll be using different footage from different games that I own. Probably the next one I'll use Teraria footage, just like highlights of things I've been doing in that game. Not that I've been playing that much. Well, I have actually been playing 18 hours of it. That's quite the addictive game, really. Kind of like Minecraft, but different, but I'll talk more about that probably, because I have something to talk about that. I actually got Teraria in a Steam sale. It was a half price, so got it for a pretty good price, about £3, which is excellent for the game you get. Like, it's such a huge game and so much fun to be had, and you can play it in single player or multiplayer. I've been playing on single player mostly, and in fact all. I've been playing just trying to gather some gear. Got up to gold so far, but trying to get some demonite ore and some meteorite ore. And today I don't really have a topic. It's just I'll be talking about some gaming news, but nothing specific. Just basically what I can find at the moment, what I can remember, what I can recall. Some of the games that I mentioned, their dates have changed. Like I'm sure this will just keep changing and keep changing. As I said in the last video, dates do actually get knocked back for quite a few games nowadays. Like for instance, Driver San Francisco has been knocked back to the 30th of September. That's 29 days more than it was. It was coming out in the 1st on Steam, and that's been knocked back on till the 30th on Steam. Don't know why that is. Maybe it's some sort of bug, or I'm not actually quite sure. Let's have a look. Like it's been knocked back quite a few times. It's supposed to come out Q3 2011, then August 30th 2011, then September 2nd 2011, and now it's coming out actually 9th of August first of all. Oh no, that was the demo. The demo was released the 9th of August. I haven't actually played that yet. I downloaded it, or tried to download it on my PS3, but it took like 7 hours, so didn't have that much time to download it, so I had to pause it, and I haven't resumed it yet, so I haven't got around to playing that.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
But I had a look on YouTube at some of the demo footage. That looks pretty decent. I'm thinking it'll probably get about 75% or something like that, like most games. But I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like anything really over the top amazing. Like it's what I would love is lots of stunt ramps, lots of big massive mountains like you had in Just Cause 2. That was amazing. Best game for stunts in my opinion. So good. I guess that's my favourite sandbox game. I think I prefer it even to Grand Theft Auto. That's what you get. You get the originator of the sandbox games is like Grand Theft Auto 3 that made the style as it is now, and then you get the people who perfect the style like Just Cause 2. They come along and take the same formula, but they do it in their own way and with a new twist to it. That's what that's what makes games great. So you have a formula, and then you can step forward from that formula and make it better. So that's what's good about games. Not so much copying each other, but it's not copying. It's like you're using a set formula and you're expanding from that. So it's like an expansion, but you're building your whole world. Like Just Cause 2 is a whole world built up from scratch basically. Yeah. I don't know what engine they use, but yeah, obviously most games using a set engine also. A lot of them tweak it to their own, like as I said recently, I was watching some Gamescom videos. They were saying in Star Wars The Old Republic they used an engine that was set, but they actually changed it so much that it became pretty much their own engine. So yeah, a lot of companies would do that to make it suit their game, obviously. We've got Rage, which is coming out on 9th of October. I don't know whether that's been knocked back, but pretty sure it hasn't. So basically the only one that's been really knocked back has been Driver, but it's only 29 days, which isn't much compared to how some games get knocked back, but yeah. Two games that did recently come out were From Dust and Bastion, which was released on Xbox 360 quite a while ago, a couple of months ago at least, and came out recently. It's supposed to be really good. PC RPG made by an indie group who left. I'm not sure what they left, but they left quite a big company to set up their own game, which is good. It's always nice to see, and people should support. Well, generally people should support people who do that. If they left like a bad company who are doing things only for money, like releasing shitty games for money, so they're going to all out on their own to make an actually good game, which should be supported. I'm talking about Bastion here, not From Dust, obviously. From Dust is decent, but it did come out in Xbox 360 also before came out 20 so days ago on Xbox 360. So don't know why it was delayed on PC, but I mean, why can't the games come out on PC before consoles? Because I mean, they're developed. I don't know. Obviously, they're developed with consoles in mind. Most of those games they come out later on PC. I mean, I'm not complaining that much. It was only like 20 days, a couple of weeks. So yeah. Don't know whether I mentioned it. Saints Row the 3rd on the 18th of November. That should be good. As I said, that's another game that took the formula of Grand Theft Auto and did it in their own sort of way. But they were basically, when GTA was PS3 exclusive, they basically made Saints Row for the Xbox, so it was like a GTA for the Xbox. This was way back, like on the PS2 days, I guess. So it was basically a competition for Grand Theft Auto, although it wasn't anywhere near as good as Grand Theft Auto, at least review-wise. It only got like 5 out of 10, whereas Grand Theft Auto was getting like 10 out of 10 in magazines. This is Grand Theft Auto, what, Vice City and San Andreas, yeah. And 3 as well, basically. This isn't the PS2 magazine I'm talking about now, where I used to look at reviews before I got basically online. But yeah, Saints Row the 3rd is actually looking pretty good. And it's come out on PC as well as Xbox. I'm not sure about PS3, whether they've crossed over to that as well, because it's really not in competition anymore, since basically Grand Theft Auto 5 I think was the first one to go on to Xbox as well as PS3. So it was cross-platform, all 3 consoles, which is what most games are doing nowadays. Though there still are some Xbox exclusives, there still are some PS3 exclusives, mostly made by Sony and that. Obviously they're going to be PS3 exclusive, Sony. They encourage you to buy a PS3, but there's really less than there used to be, as far as I can see. We have Uncharted 3, of course, which is going to be PS3 exclusive. One of the biggest reasons probably to own a PS3, Uncharted series. Really, really good. I'm glad I bought a PS3 for that, even though I would have already bought a PS3 because I had bought PlayStation back in 95, 94, PlayStation 2 in 2001, so yeah, PlayStation 3 pre-ordered in 2005, without a doubt, and PS4 I'll probably buy when it comes out, probably 2013 I'm guessing, if the world hasn't ended by then. December 21st, 2012. Yeah. Kind of disappointed that I think Deus Ex Human Revolution is coming out in 23rd, and I don't understand this. It's coming out in North America on August 23rd. What the hell? And then it's coming out in Australia on August 25th before us. What the hell? That's coming out in the EU on August 26th. What the hell? It's like 3 days after North America. It makes no sense whatsoever. Why? I mean, it's digital. I mean, on Steam, even on Steam, it's coming out on the 26th for us in the UK. That's kind of ridiculous. That's 3 days we have to wait from North America for a digital copy. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I suppose to stop so many people downloading it. Maybe that's the only reason. But that would only be a day. Why 3 days? That's ridiculous. And then in Japan gets screwed always. September 8th, unless it's their own games, which they have plenty of. So they're doing well enough, I suppose. That's ridiculous though. Why does it come out in Australia before it comes out here? It's usually after in Australia. August 23rd for North America. August 26th for us. Huh. Unbelievable. That's kind of disappointing to me, because I really want to play it when it comes out as soon as possible. I'm sure a lot of people will be pardoned because of that, because they want to play it as soon as possible. And there's a pirated version of it already out, which has been out since June. I don't know if it's a full version. It was a beta version apparently, but it's close to full as far as I know. But I've already pre-ordered it on Steam, so I'll have to wait until August 26th, unfortunately. Not good. It says Minecraft is actually coming out on November 11th, so it's actually going to be out of beta. I wonder what the full game will be. Will there be actually missions or what? So it would have to be. I'd like to see they actually implemented some sort of mission system, some sort of quest system. That would be pretty awesome. To like a storyline even, to move the plot along, not just building stuff. Like you have to build a house. First of all, there'd be a quest, build a house to survive the night, and then a quest to, I don't know, collect some items for some guy, like most RPGs are. Genre says first person actions. It's a totally new genre, I'd say. Minecraft is like totally unique and new, but it was the first, and then Teraria came along, basically copied it, but it did it in a different way. I actually played it recently. It's really good, like in its own way. It does it totally different to Minecraft, certainly, but it's similar to Minecraft. It's like that sort of genre. It's a new genre. Don't know what you'd call it, like diggy creative genre or whatever. But like they were saying recently, that's another piece of news I want to talk about. I actually nearly forgot about that. I'm glad I talked about Minecraft, because like in Teraria you have bosses. Like you have the Eye of Cthulhu, you can summon the eye, and at night time you could go to the edge of the world, and there's a castle there, and the guy outside, you talk to him, and you summon the skeletal boss. It's like the main boss of Teraria. He can only be summoned one time per map, so basically you fight him once and that's it. You can't fight him again unless you create another map. And yeah, there's gear upgrades like with Minecraft. It's basically the same. You get start off iron gear, or actually copper, and then iron, and then silver, and then gold, and then it goes up from there to, I think, Demonite. There's like 3 different high-end tier. I think it's like 3 tiers. There's like stuff made out of web and the bones of the guy you killed, the big skeletal guy. That's like one of the high-end tiers. And then there's molten armor. And then there's demonite armor, I think. Meteorite armor, yeah, as well. There's 3 or 4. But there's also a fireproof set as well. So there's a lot of gear, and it takes a long time to gather materials for them. So it's very has a lot of longevity, that game, for sure. It's pretty much infinite longevity when you think of how many maps you can create, how many maps you can generate and explore. It's pretty much infinite. We have small, large and medium maps. And as I was saying with Minecraft, they were saying in the news there that it was possibly going to implement Terraria style bosses, so like bosses you summon to fight. So that will be really interesting in Minecraft, like a 3D environment, whereas Terraria is more 2D. side-scrolling basically, whereas Minecraft's 3D, fully integrative, you know. But at the moment, Minecraft only has like zombies and creepers, so it's just like ordinary mobs like you get in Teraria, the skeletons and the bats and the worms and slimes. Basically, they're the ordinary sort of mobs. Until you go down to hell, you get the fire-breathing bunnies and all that shit. But yeah, as I say, Minecraft has come out, and it's going to be officially released on November sometime, apparently. And it revolves around one simple principle: survival game split into night and day. During the day, you spend time gathering resources, searching for ore, digging holes, fishing, or planting crops. Night is spent indoors, mining, or underground camping, building. Tools are running around outside, being chased by monsters. So it's a simple game, very simple. But I think a lot of people are bored with it, and they need, like, there's a huge modding community for it basically, so you can download and install mods. But as I found it quite awkward, I mean, it should be integrated more efficiently into the game, so you can just like click install mod and then play it. That's how it should be for like casual players, because it is a casual game. It is a very casual game, and it's very casual friendly. It's like if you just want to chill out, you can chill out. If you want to download a mod pack for an adventure, there's adventure craft stuff. There's texture packs. There's loads of stuff. There's so many mods. It's unbelievable. But I'm not sure if there's anyone who's actually done quest, like RPG style quests within the game. That would be the ultimate, in my opinion. Like if they implemented bosses, they can implement quests to kill bosses. So you had to follow this quest, a big long quest chain, and at the end of the quest chain the boss was summoned, and you had to defeat the boss and then get your reward basically, which would be a nice piece of armor or a nice weapon or something. That would be quite that would work really well, in my opinion, in the game. But I don't know whether they will implement that for the release. I don't think they are. I think they're just going with basic as it is, as it says in the description, as I've read. Basic stuff that you can do in Minecraft without mods. So, as it was when I played it back in 1.5, 1.4. I haven't really played it since then. I got kind of bored with it, basically. And I couldn't be bothered, basically, installing mods. It takes forever for me. I mean, some mods are simple to install, but some just aren't. Usually the better ones are more difficult to install. Like, I used to install loads of mods back in 2005 for like Battlefield and all. And then I got out of modding. Basically, I just stopped downloading them and stopped installing them and stuff. Just I don't know why, but then I forgot how to do it basically. Then I had to relearn it, but it's still kind of hard for me. Anyway, well, this has been part 2 of my random commentary. I didn't really have a topic as such. I was just sort of going through different news stories and things of interest. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I will have a better, more solid topic next time probably. I'm not sure if I'll do games of 2012 next time or what, but probably will. It'll be different footage than Team Fortress 2. This is just a continuation of my first random commentary. I had an hour play session, so this is the second portion of that, but about 25 minutes or so. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and as always, have a nice day.